The report, Comprehensive Strategic Partners, ASEAN and Australia After 50 Years, was launched to mark the 50th anniversary of ASEAN-Australia dialogue relations. It highlights ASEAN-Australia collaboration in economic, socio-cultural, and political security endeavors. The report was inaugurated in Vientiane, the first such event in the region, coinciding with Laos' chairmanship of ASEAN this year. The Australian Embassy and the ASEAN Department of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs co-hosted the launch of the report, Comprehensive Strategic Partners, ASEAN and Australia After the First 50 Years, commemorating the 50th anniversary of dialogue relations. Speaking at the gathering were attended by Australian Ambassador to the Laos PDR, Megan Jones, Lao government officials, Australian alumni, university students, and the Australian Chamber of Commerce. The senior representatives from the ASEAN Department Ministry of Foreign Affairs said, as the ASEAN-Australia Dialogue Relations Country Coordinator 2021 to 2024, Lao PDR is committed to working closely with ASEAN and Australia to implement the outcome documents of the ASEAN-Australia Special Summit, which reflects the shared vision and future cooperation.
It's wonderful, ladies and gentlemen.
Professor Nicholas Farrelly, the Pro-Vice Chancellor of the University of Tasmania, is the lead author of the report. Co-produced with 3 experts, ASEAN partners, the report Comprehensive Strategic Partners, ASEAN and Australia After 50 Years, offers an overview of the achievements of the partnership in the past 50 years, an assessment of the current strong relationship, and a roadmap for future collaboration opportunities.
We have our wonderful co-authors from Singapore and Cambodia.
During the gathering, Professor Nicholas Farrelly moderated the panel. He introduced the report and invited each of his co-authors to speak. The key topics were discussed include Australia's contribution to ASEAN over the past 50 years, ASEAN views on Australia and its relationship with ASEAN, comprehensive strategic partnership programs and initiatives, recommendations to strengthen the partnership for the future.
What's of course important for all of us in producing this work is to consider what happens next. How does ASEAN continue to collaborate strongly with Australia, noting that only a few years ago ASEAN and Australia signed the Comprehensive Strategic Partnership, a milestone in the dialogue arrangements that now go back 50 years, highlighting, I think, a shared ambition for doing more and more together and to seek to continue to build on what's been a remarkable story.
In March this year, ASEAN and Australia celebrated a significant milestone, 50 years of ASEAN-Australia dialogue relations, through the convening of the ASEAN-Australia Special Summit to commemorate the 50th anniversary of ASEAN-Australia dialogue relations in Melbourne, which ASEAN and Australia reaffirms the commitment to enhancing their partnership for the benefit of our peoples and the region.
I think we all appreciate there's been an enormous amount of change, both in Australia and across Southeast Asia over the past 50 years. The fact that the region is relatively peaceful, more prosperous than ever, and with enormous opportunities for the more than 650 million citizens of ASEAN is a remarkable achievement. And the fact that, as our report shows, Australia has been there since the very start, seeking to listen, to learn, and to engage constructively, has allowed for all manner of different types of cooperation. We see that in the burgeoning trade relationships across the entire region. We see it in educational partnerships with hundreds of thousands of Southeast Asian students studying in Australia right now.
In the 2024, Laos holds the ASEAN chairmanship with the theme ASEAN Enhancing Connectivity and Resilience. 9 priorities areas have been identified.
High-end
1.
Restaurants
Economic
and cafes.
integration and connectivity. 2. Inclusive and sustainable culture. 3. Digital transformation. 4. Culture and arts. 5. Implementation of ASEAN Community Vision 2045. 6. Strengthening ASEAN centrality. 7. Environmental cooperation. 8. Women and children. And 9. Health. Deputy Director of the ASEAN Department, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Sang Paatit Sanupon, disclosed that Laos appreciates Australia's ongoing support for the country's chairmanship priorities. Moreover, Laos expresses gratitude for Australia's continuous assistance in socio-economic development.
We are particularly thankful for Australia.
He said, "We are especially thankful for Australia's invaluable support in preparing for the ASEAN chairmanship. Notably, our bilateral partnership has been elevated to a comprehensive partnership, a significant milestone in the 72-year history of Laos-Australia relations. In light of this, Laos is committed to deepening cooperation and strengthening our comprehensive partnership in the future."